Lord Jesus Christ, and welcome to St. Cyril Methodius Orthodox Church. I'm Father Gregory, the pastor, and if you're watching this, you realize probably things look a little bit different. Well, our church is still flooded and under construction, but we've managed to clarify things with the real estate agent, which means we have some money now to rent a space. So we're here at the Hilton Inn Garden, just around the corner actually from the church. And people will be arriving here in about a half hour. But I thought I would just spend a couple of minutes talking with you today and say, hey, happy Pi Day. And Pi Day is the day, 314, that basically the date reflects the mathematical number pi, 3.14, etc., which is the ratio between circumference or diameter and circumference. And one of the things that's really sort of exciting about Pi Day, besides the fact that it allows those of us who tend to be on the nerdy side something to be happy about, is that it reminds us that, in fact, there are proportions and balances to life. A lot of times we feel like life is out of control, that we have no ability to do things, that we're being swept away by events or our own feelings, our own thoughts. And that's because we are out of balance. For the fathers of the church, really the goal of the moral life and the spiritual life is to come to a sense of balance. This means not denying that we have bodily urges and desires, or so by emphasizing so much our spiritual desires that they overwhelm the body. Likewise, we don't want to become so focused on the body that we forget the spiritual. It is rather a matter of learning to balance our fleshly and spiritual desires, our bodily and spiritual desires. That's hard because we live in a time where many people tend to emphasize one at the expense of the other. Thomas Merton, in one of his conferences to his novices, points this out. He says, this, for the Greek fathers especially, this is the goal of the spiritual life, to bring our lives into balance. So what's in your life that's out of balance? What are the good things that you're pursuing with such intensity that it becomes sinful because it degrades or comes at the expense of other good things that you should be following or supporting or pursuing? That really is the question that we have to ask ourselves. How are we out of balance? How are we out of balance in our personal lives, in our family lives, in our parishes, in civil society, and in government? How do we come back into balance? Well, that really is what the gospel is about. That is what the ascetical life is about. In the sacraments, we receive the grace that we need to bring about that balance, and then through our ascetical disciplines, which we are going to begin with greater intensity tomorrow with the start of the Great Fast, are meant to bring us into balance. It's not meant to Our asceticism is not meant to efface or destroy the personality, but rather in bringing us into balance, really it allows our personalities to flower. So that's what I want for you on this Pi Day. In addition to having maybe a piece of pie for Pi Day, as you get ready to enter into the Great Fast, ask yourself, what do I need to bring into balance? How am I unbalanced? What goods am I pursuing at the expense of other goods? How do I find that balance, that harmony in myself? St. Seraphim of Sarov says, save yourself and 10,000s will be saved around you. This isn't simply a personal quest. It's not something individualistic. It's rather the first step that we need in order to fulfill our obligations to bring the gospel to all nations. Well, I'm running a little bit behind this morning, so I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to wish everyone a happy Pi Day, good strength for the fast, and God bless you, and I'll see you in about an hour. Okay, bye-bye.